Welcome to Friday Night Party Line. Tonight on the show, we're back after a few weeks due to conventions, and I got a tooth pulled out, so I couldn't talk properly for a few days. Anyways, then the show we've got Skojo. Hey, Skojo.
Hi. How's
How
it
you
going?
doing, man?
It's been a long time. Feels
Yeah,
like.
it's been a while. You doing okay over there?
I'm surviving.
Yeah.
Yeah,
How's yeah.
What?
Go ahead.
I went to
No, what?
Kineticon and brought my 3-year-old with me, which you can hear her a little bit maybe in the background.
Yeah.
Conventions are
She's so
a
cute.
lot more tiring when you bring a 3-year-old.
I can only imagine. We got Churba. Hey, Churbs. What are you drinking over there? Got your tea?
Yeah, it manages to get me right as I'm drinking tea, you rotten prick. Skojo, why can't you be more talkative about your convention experience?
He's like, oh, he's gonna talk a little while. It's like,
Nope.
Yeah. No, that's the third segment, isn't it?
Oh, man. I don't know, like, we fucking go pretty hard down here, but I'm pretty sure that having a 3-year-old is still more tiring.
Well,
really,
at least she wasn't like a little. At least she wasn't like a little baby like the last time I saw her at Kineticon.
Oh no,
Holy
a little
shit.
baby
couple
is
years ago.
yeah, a little baby is way
Huh?
easier. A little baby is way. I went to MagFest with her at 6 months, and it was easy. You just walked around with your little stroller. She passes out in the middle of like this extremely loud area, and you're just fine. You go play games.
Yeah.
But now I have to like make sure she doesn't go kill herself or run off with strangers or
Fall off a balcony or
yeah. She really wanted to climb over the wall, the balcony
Oh,
overlooking
Jesus.
the main hall.
Oh Jesus! I remember that it's like a little. I remember that if it's in the same place that I'm thinking of, it's that little like area that's just around the wall and it overlooks that whole big open area.
Yep.
Oh man!
Though I have a great picture of her in a Supergirl outfit overlooking the crowd, like she wants to find crime to stop.
Yeah, crimes. Gotta stop them crimes. What
I'm here to
crimes
stop crimes.
Kineticon?
Oh, there was plenty of crimes there.
Huh?
Crimes against
Well,
fashion, crimes
Look,
against.
go there. Well, place is full of fucking criminals.
Crimes against
Well,
cheap food.
From my one friend who's a vendor there, apparently.
How
Possible.
much did they lose in round figures?
I don't have a number like that, but they're always like, oh, Saturday's always a day you got to watch. I've already stopped a couple. Like apparently at this convention, there's just a little bit more people that a little bit more 5-finger discount.
Sticky-fingered?
Yeah.
Yes.
Everyone
Wasn't my fault,
froze.
sir.
What
It stuck
happened?
to my
What?
fingers. Well, nothing happened.
What
for
happened?
us.
Yeah, you guys just completely froze up.
Nope.
At least on my end, anyways. I'm adding
I blame
powdered
your end.
creamer to my. Yeah.
As I
I
do
think
for
I
many
could blame
things.
my end for a lot of things. Yeah.
Smells, noises.
General
Trump.
appearance, to be honest. All right, so we got topics. We got topics. We got not like the Tokyo Stock Exchange topics, but things which to talk about.
Is there any blue text?
I'm not sure, but do you want to talk about like property building codes and stuff? You want to get into that?
Oh, I'm fucking ready. I'm ready.
I really want you to talk
find
about. I really want
to
to talk
find out
about
what we're talking about here, what we're referencing. You'll have to tune into the last episode of Victor Plays, available now on YouTube.
Last as in latest, not last as in last ever. We keep trying. It'll happen one day.
We can't stop it. Like Google spontaneously generates the live streams and starts up the games on my computer. It's my own personal Mystery Science Theater 3000 is what it is.
And now I'm pretty sure the audience is trying to make him play Neko Para. So
yeah, they're really trying hard on that. I think Jay Bance put in 1,000 votes just on his own.
He's a very industrious young man. He will do
and
well.
And then there's
in the
like 55. Well, let me put it this way. Here's the issue. He put in 999 votes on his own. And then 999 really bothered me, so I put 1 vote in to bring it to 1,000.
Well, you've got to do it now.
Well, it's like, and then now there's 55 additional votes. So Nekopara Volume 1 has 1,055 votes, followed with Sega Bass Fishing with 750 votes.
Oh my god.
And then
I'm looking at that now. I just found what you're talking about.
Yeah.
If someone sends you a game, do you add it to the list?
I have to. So the back end of this is not terrifyingly advanced. So for me to add a game in at this point would make me have to go into the PHP MySQL database administration part of it.
That doesn't sound terribly complex.
Well, no, except 1&1 our host and service provider for all the stuff that, all the internet aspects of Frostworks that isn't YouTube, is their admin control panel is so slow. Christ. It loads so slowly. It's glacial. Although, and this is something I could have put on the topic list, apparently glaciers, there's been some relatively dramatic glacier movement with that Delaware-sized ice cube that came off of Antarctica. But, so, yeah.
Also, I'm doing my part, Victor. 1,056.
Oh, good to know. Good to find there. Yeah. 57. There you go. Thank you, Skojo. That's... I thank you both for your assholery, to be quite honest, because I do not want to play Nekopara.
Okay, you know what to do, children. Everybody go to http://victorplays.frost.works and vote for Nekopara.
Oh, come on. Don't do this to me.
If Nekopara is not on the list, vote for the most awful thing you see.
Which the next one would be Sega Bass Fishing.
Also,
Sega Bass, we got 76 now, so
it's working.
It's working.
I could just be hitting F5 and continue.
Yeah, that's the thing. You can, and I've been again and again asked, why don't I limit votes? You know why I don't limit votes? Because shit like this can happen. That's why, and it's entertaining.
Oh, hold on! I've seen a gross flaw with this plan. Whoops! I think I accidentally closed the window.
1,109. This is like election day results. We're getting feedback on here.
Actually, the gross flaw with this plan is that the current leader with 1,111 votes is Nekopara Volume 1, but he also has Nekopara Volume 0 and 2. We should make him play them in order.
I've already been through Nekopara Volume 0, and I was thorough. And as soon as I did that, that's how I realized that Nekopara is not a game.
No, it's a game about fucking your cat and running a cafe.
I did, however, find out later on, though, during the process of just playing the game on my own, the Japanese student life, that there are a grand total of 5 choices in that game. So it is now, at that point, technically a game in my book. So,
whoa, this game was a Kickstarter and made almost $1 million?
Yeah.
Nekopara. Yeah,
oh wait, no. Oh, it's an anime. Okay. So
I'm watching the real-time locations Right now, there are 3 active users on the site, which I can only assume is us. I have Google Analytics on it. I have Google Analytics on it. Content, locations. Yeah. I got overview.
I also accidentally closed my main Hangouts
window. You want to see that? You want to see this? Can I show you? I'm gonna share this with you guys. And we haven't even got to any of the topics yet, mind you.
Oh yeah, this is great.
This is great. Can I show you? This is the map, and I think we can find out where the traffic is coming from.
That is pretty funny. I don't know, Victor. I just feel like maybe you have a lot of viewers on the East Coast and Australia.
I must admit, I do visit the site a lot just to see what horrible shit Victor will be playing next.
You know, I've been a little tempted, just a little bit tempted, to put because we all run ad block anyways. I've been tempted to put ads on the bottom of there just to see if it generates any money, because people are going there and they're refreshing the page.
Oh, that would be fucking brilliant. Yeah, do it.
Yeah.
Fucking have it talk to your sister. She knows what ad fucking revenue systems is most profitable.
I've done AdSense and stuff like that too, so I know how to do that. And I've been watching the efficacy. I've actually run 7 or 8 ad campaigns on Facebook, on AdSense, just to gauge the effectiveness. Let me tell you something. Facebook suggested posts don't get anything. Because I very highly targeted Anime Expo attendees who would be interested in Steven Universe to see how many of them, and just in the geographic area of Los Angeles, I really laser targeted them. I got a shit ton of impressions. I got a crap ton of likes on the suggested post. I've got people in there commenting, I'm really thinking about going to this. I really want to go to this. The day of, at the panel, I asked, okay, please put your hand up if you found out about this panel through a suggested Facebook post. Nothing. So,
well,
wait, how many people?
Maybe all the people from Facebook were just outside and they couldn't get in because it was a packed house.
That's true. That's the other part, because I didn't have time to go and check the line. So, but then again, I spent $9 on the ad campaign. So
was your panel completely filled?
Packed house. They actually had to cut off the line.
How many people could the room fill?
Room held, if I recall correctly, roughly 400 people.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And people were lining up for it about 3 hours in advance. So, which is, oh, I'm not gonna lie, it's a bit of an ego boost. I'm pretty happy about it. And a lot of people actually came up and said that they came because it was one of my panels.
Oh, really?
Which was really so touching. But at any rate, maybe we should actually get to the topics of the episode.
We have topics?
We do.
Relevant?
Yeah, let us go into the topics. The first topic we got here is, if you haven't been paying attention to the internet recently, net neutrality has been kind of a big deal. People have been talking about a lot about it, and that's because, the FCC won't let us be. So let's see. Let's talk about, we've talked about it in the past, how bad of an issue this is, the implications, oh, this is terrible. Let's take a little bit of a projective look at this. Let's assume, the FCC, because, the head of the FCC is an absolute twat, and that is, well, not even that. He's just a jackass.
So
what?
You say it's so weird.
Why?
You say it like it's got a fucking O in the middle.
No?
Well,
whatever.
Anyway, what you're about, but
the head of the FCC, he's a complete jackass who, for whatever reason, has a fascination with owning a very large mug. It has a pretty, with nothing done about it, it has a pretty large chance of actually happening that the Title II qualifications for internet providers would be gone. And let's assume that actually happens, and now net neutrality is over. Internet service providers can do whatever they want. Traffic reprioritization, yada yada yada. Let's talk about what can be done should that come to pass. First of all, is VPN a viable solution around this?
Well, no, because you're talking about something that's infrastructure level. You can't get around it because you're on the fucking infrastructure.
Right, but
Yeah.
if you're getting...
That's like saying, okay, they're putting a new charge on flushing my toilet. How can I get around the sewer system? The answer is shit in a bucket.
I'm pretty sure that they can upcharge you to use your VPN.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's what like hotels do, don't they?
I don't know. I've never run into a hotel that charged me for
hotel.
using a VPN.
The premium service usually is how you get VPN access, at least early on.
Huh.
I thought that they kind of blocked those.
No.
And let's not forget, a lot of free VPNs are really shady, save your traffic, and buck and share it around already, so maybe don't use them, guys.
Yeah.
A lot of
There's
VPNs
always
are a
like...
huge security risk.
Yeah. Free VPNs are. Paid VPNs, that's kind of a different story. There are some pretty good, reputable ones out there. Here, TunnelBear is pretty good.
Oh yeah, TunnelBear's beast. Like, if I'm not using my own solution, I use them. They might actually save your traffic, though. It's not like I've ever actually checked.
And that's kind of one of the issues with VPN. You don't know. You have to assume that you can trust them because they're not exactly letting you in there to look at their server configurations.
Well, to be fair, the reason I trust TunnelBear is because 90% of the time when I want to use TunnelBear, it's because it's either a YouTube video I want to watch that's US restricted, or I'm trying to activate a game key that I bought on Amazon that won't activate unless I'm in a specific region.
That's really bizarre. I didn't that like what games do that?
Most recently, For Honor did that to me.
Really? Huh.
Yeah. Like, I bought the key.
You would think, like, why would it matter?
Don't know, but like in Amazon, I have to have a US address, which I'm actually using your sister's place now, but I used to use my favorite bar. And then, what's his name? I also have to, when I'm putting the code in on some services and for some products, but not others, I have to VPN over to the US so that it thinks I've got a US IP address to actually register it to my account.
That's ridiculous.
It's absurd.
No
It's region.
reason.
It's just region locking, right?
Which is still absurd.
Which is still stupid. Why is region locking even a thing anymore?
Yeah,
particularly on PC games.
Yeah, particularly when they're available in both regions. It's not like a fucking Left 4 Dead banned in Germany kind of thing going on here. Like, I could go to the store and just buy a copy there, but then the copy wouldn't be $25 on Amazon.
I mean, if it was like console games I can understand because there's like different refresh rate standards that they might code.
A lot of consoles aren't region locked anymore.
Really?
Yep.
So because it can just detect over HDMI what the refresh rate needs to be.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, I'm just looking up right now to see if which consoles are region locked currently.
Well, while you're looking that up, the reason I bring up VPNs is that the way they can restrict traffic or reprioritize traffic is knowing where it's going. That's part of the whole thing. Their quality of service, quote unquote, traffic optimization that they want to charge for. Could there be like a way that?
The Switch is region free. The eShop is region free, so you can download content from other regions. That was a recent switch. PlayStation 4
recent switch.
Whoa!
PlayStation 3 and 4 aren't region locked. Sega doesn't make consoles anymore. Let's see. Xbox and 360 were region locked, but Xbox One doesn't.
Do you know there are still people who are pissed off that they can't install Linux on their PS3 anymore?
Well, yeah, but there's also people who fucking protest the fact that they can't get a girlfriend by hammering nails through their cock.
So
That
you're
is
going to have to
literally a
walk
thing
me
that
through that one. You're going to have to walk me through that one. You got me a little lost here.
Okay, you know the Reddit incel community, involuntary celibate community?
I am aware of their existence, begrudgingly.
One of them made protest of what I actually really can't figure out because it was a fucking massive gibberish. And he put a video up on Vimeo of him nailing his cock to a fucking board with an illegible slogan written on the helmet. It was awful.
I have
I watched the whole
many
thing.
questions. None of them you can answer, unfortunately.
Well, I can answer one.
And some of them rather existential.
All sausage. It's not like he was just going through the foreskin here.
Jesus. Oh, yeah.
This show is taking a turn for the worse.
Yeah, well, so
I don't know if
net
it's taking
neutrality.
I don't know if it's taken a turn for the worst, but
This is
it's definitely taken a turn.
This is a great argument for net neutrality that we should be blocked from seeing this content. I don't mean
Exactly.
people hammering
They should
nails
not-
in their cocks, I mean this show.
Yeah, they should add like a $10 surcharge.
And a little pop-up box that says, "Are you sure you want to do this to yourself? You can't take it back."
That sounds almost like a suicide warning. Are you sure you can't? This is a choice you can't undo.
You know, the worst part about the whole.
It's better than Clippy popping up. Oh, it looks like you're trying to write a suicide note. Do you want some help with that?
The worst part about the whole net neutrality thing, being that we can't do anything about it, is is that there's like probably very few people that are actually paying attention to the net neutrality fight that's occurring right now because of all the other BS that's going on. Like, I don't think I've seen a single news report that has anything to do with net neutrality. Now, it's all over Twitter, but Twitter's not exactly everywhere. So it's kind of unnerving.
It was
how much...
all over. You know what it is? It's one of those. In a lot of the places I saw it, it was one of those preaching to the choir sort of situations. You know, it was on Imgur, it was on Reddit, it was on Tumblr, it was on, you know, a bunch of different websites. But none of them like the major places. Although I have been hearing anecdotally that senators' offices' mailboxes have been getting filled and that they're no longer taking calls because of it. So,
but they were not taking calls already because of healthcare. Right. So I don't. I mean, if their office is already overflowing with calls from the healthcare bill or like Russia and Trump, like complaints, like how are you going to get through to them on net neutrality? It's almost like
exactly.
Send them a letter through the post.
Yeah.
How many causes? How many causes must we simultaneously rally against? Or rally for? Depending.
Yeah, I mean, that's the biggest problem right now is it's really hard to focus on anything but the really big issues. And then, meanwhile, like voting rights and other stuff like that we're not even really paying attention to is getting cut apart.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's like there's a smoke screen cast over the political landscape, but it's like everybody all at once decided to unleash every smoke canister they had, and so it's not just like one mildly inconveniencing smoke screen, but a thick choking smoke that you have to kind of swim through. Basically, it's so much all at once.
So, Victor, can you articulate the pro net neutrality world where net neutrality goes through and it would be a great thing for everybody? Can you come up with how that would look?
Churba, what was that game that the original one was that was about hacking, and the original one was kind of shit, but then the second one they added a dog, and everyone was excited about it.
Watch Dogs.
Thank you.
Watch Dogs.
Yeah, I think that'd be about it, because then you'd have awesome cyberpunk underground stuff.
Also, the fact that the people were more excited about the fact that they added petable dogs than the fact that they added a black man probably says a lot about America at the moment.
Well, you know what? There are a shit ton of racists, and they're horrible people, but everyone can get around petting dogs.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's just an unfair comparison there. I mean, dude, how many times do you hear, like, 5 people died, but the dog lived, and everybody's like, yay, great!
Woo! It's like the amount of happiness in that situation about the dog living far outweighs the happiness of if the 5 people lived and the dog died.
Yeah.
Because people recognize that people are kind of terrible, and dogs are great.
I suppose even Hitler had a dog.
Where's the punchline, Churba?
No, there isn't one. He had a dog.
Okay.
In fact, I think he had a couple of dogs.
I can't
They were
tell
Nazi
with you
dogs,
sometimes.
but were they good dogs?
So wait, is a Nazi dog still good?
This is not an ethical conundrum.
Hold on a second.
Conversation.
Hold on, I gotta ask
Because
Twitter
you
this.
you raised the issue, and I feel like Nazi dogs are still bad. Maybe
Is a
misjudged
Nazi
because they don't
dog
choose to be Nazis.
So good.
Yeah, it's hard to say. Like, how do you question the political ideology of a dog?
Well, that leads us to our second topic.
What question? What subjects do they bark behind? Here we go. Is a Nazi dog still good? Oh, I should make that a poll. Hold on, delete tweet. There we go.
Apparently, we're throwing this one to Twitter because obviously there's no Nazis on Twitter who might cause problems with this poll.
It's okay. It's okay.
Getting rid of Nazis. We know this.
Nazi. Hashtag
No.
dogs. Hashtag woof.
Friday Night Party Line jumps to shark. Oh wait, we already did that. Like a year.
Where
or two
have you
ago.
been?
Well, I'm pretty sure when I got on the show, it jumped us to shark.
Wait, we
Yes.
can call it Friday Nazi Party Line and like not change the acronym.
Oh. I'm pretty sure the show jumped the shark as soon as I took over.
Oh.
It depends. It depends. There you go. So, yes, no, it depends. Hold on, one more option. Woof.
WTF.
Tweet. Is a Nazi dog still good? And then reply to that, link to episode. There we go.
Okay, now I have to fucking go to this Twitter poll and retweet it.
Yep.
Giving me shit to do. Son of a bitch.
Oh man.
And the first thing I see when I open up Twitter is a fucking Shiba Inu like peeking through a door, going, "Hello, friends, I'm here." And I'm looking at this dog. I'm just like, "Are you a fucking Nazi dog?"
Okay, well, as Skojo so elegantly attempted to segue into, yes, we have another topic. So, you may recall that several years ago, the question came up as to whether or not a monkey could own a copyright. And it was summarily decided by the courts that even though the photographer is the camera belonged to a professional photographer, even though he set it up so that monkeys would come and take pictures with the camera, even though all of that, 'twas the monkey what pushed the shutter, and so it would the copyright of that image would be in the public domain, much to the protest of the photographer and his lawyers. Now, we are revisiting that case because PETA.
Oh, because I'm not seeing it.
I tweeted it. I don't know. I
Am I
did
looking
tweet the
at the
poll.
right account?
Yeah, I was under my Twitter account.
That was not the right link.
No. There was one link. There was one vote for Woof already.
Who did that? I don't know. Jeez.
We can't tell because it's Twitter.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here we go. Here we go, Cherbo. Boop in the chat.
Thank you.
Yep. And I'll chuck it into the live chat for the episode as well. Boop. Because I can do that. There you go. What was it saying? Oh, yes. So we ending up revisiting that case because PETA, the People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals, are suing David Slater, the professional photographer, what set up the whole thing, and they're suing him because they're saying that because David Slater published a book with the pictures the monkey took of himself, that on behalf of the monkey, they are suing the professional photographer seeking monetary damages for copyright infringement because the photographer supposedly infringed on the monkey's copyright. Which I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that the courts decided the image was in the public domain.
Well,
So this is a very odd case.
yeah. And there's one particular wrinkle that was brought to my attention earlier today by one tasty sub.
And?
Well, they're suing on behalf of the monkey named Naruto.
Right.
Correct?
Naruto.
Yeah, Naruto, yeah.
Yeah. Wrong monkey.
That's the right monkey.
No, it's the wrong monkey. The selfie was actually taken by a young female monkey, and Naruto is an older male monkey.
Oh. Yeah. What?
According to the photographer's like, yeah, no, Naruto's a different monkey.
Wait a second.
That's not even the right monkey, dude.
Is that even the right monkey?
It's not even the right monkey.
Someone needs to tell Ars Technica that that's not the right fucking monkey. Presumably, however, this is the picture that they're talking about. They just got the monkey name wrong. I'm hoping.
No, apparently
Anyways.
they actually like named the particular monkey in the lawsuit, and they're like, it's like the wrong monkey.
Whoa. Okay. Well, PETA, as usual, fucks up.
Yep.
Yep.
PETA filed on behalf of a male-crested black macaque.
Macaque.
A male-crested black monkey named Naruto. And
Wait, is it macaque or macaque?
that is very clearly not the one in the photo, because the one in the photo is a female. Or the one, I should say, the photo they are actually suing over.
Is the correct photo.
Mm-hmm.
Just incorrectly attributed. Which is ironic because the whole point of this is copyright and attribution.
Hang on a second, I'll dump a link to the Petapixel article about it in the chat.
Yeah, please do.
But yeah, I've been sitting on that all morning, just fucking ever since he told me about it, just like, oh god.
Oh yeah, there's the other picture. Oh,
Picture?
It's Kate. It's
From
Kaylee in the
Boston.
party line. It's
Hi, Kaylee, who can't hear me.
yeah.
And I'm about to know.
Oh.
Yes, very much so.
Kids are great.
Oh yeah, kids are all right.
Scojo, thoughts? As soon as you're done there with your little darling
As soon
daughter.
as you're finished parenting in about 18 years.
18 years. Oh, hey, I just noticed
You're also
something.
still
All
muted,
three of us are wearing red shirts.
Oh fuck, we're all gonna die. So
Coffee's so
Scott,
good.
Scott is still talking. Oh, there we go. He figured out he was muted.
No,
Yep.
no. Kaylee was really trying to get me to walk away. She wants me in the other room for no reason.
How do you know? Have you been to the other room to check?
Oh, believe me, I have ignored her at my own peril in the past.
You haven't set up like a little watch camera over there, like a little camera. Just
We did
keeping
that
an
when
eye
she
on
was like
everything?
little, but I don't really feel like I need that anymore. Like I'll usually hear her if something really bad happens, you know?
Yeah, I got that parental sense ticking in the back. When
Oh,
something
no,
goes off,
no,
like a danger Geiger counter. Like it's probably not dangerous. Oh, I don't need to even see to know that that's dangerous. Like tick.
I mean, well, so back on topic.
Monkey.
Monkeys can't own property, and I don't believe they have the ability to own a copyright.
I think a monkey would have a very strong case in saying that a monkey can't own property. Have you ever tried taking something away from a monkey?
Aren't we also just another type of monkey?
We're a very advanced sort of monkey.
We're a
Well,
fancy monkey.
Ape.
Yes.
Ape. We're monkeys with anxiety.
But I mean, if you're just going by like law, right?
Yeah.
There is no law protecting the intellectual property of a monkey.
Yeah.
That is
law
not of the
made
species
A
Homo
law made by
sapien.
fancy monkeys does not protect fancy monkeys.
Less fancy
Less fancy monkeys.
fancy
Yeah,
monkeys. There you
We
go.
are classist against our hairiest brothers.
Hey, I fully admit I'm a humanist, so I am pro humanity over everything else.
Oh, but yeah, Peter is suing on behalf of the wrong monkey on an issue that's already settled and wasting everybody's time for publicity.
I would like to say that's
Over.
pretty typical of PETA.
Yep. I dated a girl called Peter for a while.
PETA.
Yeah, spelled exactly the
Peter.
same way. P-E-T-A. Peter.
PETA?
Just fucking stop that. I'm not Cockney.
Did Victor, we just lose Victor?
I think we have. Let's riot. Riot.
I gotta get Kaylee on. I wonder, are we?
I literally just have a picture. Actually, I used to have a picture of Victor just going like this, but now it's literally just a black square.
We're
So
still.
not sure
we're
we're
still
going to do
live.
about this. Yeah, we're still live. This is great.
Oh,
Right.
Victor's gone. But we still live.
Yeah, Victor's not on the stream, but we are. We've got no control.
Uh-oh.
Guess who's back?
Riot.
Man, what's up with your internet today?
This time, my wireless card completely decided that Wi-Fi doesn't exist anymore.
Wait, why are you on Wi-Fi?
Well,
Because we rent and we can't drill holes through the floors. That's why.
You do this
Oh.
whole thing on Wi-Fi?
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, I do.
I would
couldn't
be
you
running.
run a
I would just be
cable?
running wire. Yeah, I'd just be running cables throughout the house, just along the
can't.
side.
I can't.
Just run a
I
cable
can't.
and tape it off.
I'm on the second floor. I'm on the third floor. The wireless router is on the second floor. I can't drill a hole through the ceiling and floor.
No, well,
We
I mean, what?
You
well,
can get a cable long enough. You won't even need a repeater because it's under 30 meters.
but just do one cable to another wireless router that would be closer to you that you then could plug into.
Or just do like
I'm not
power line
buying a
LAN.
second power over. Okay, I've tried power over Ethernet. Not power. Ethernet over power, and work well in this house.
Ooh.
We have
Victor-
the electrical system in this house needs some serious work.
Victor, you are lagging right now more than me and Churba together, and we're like on the other side of the earth from each other.
Hang on.
And in different countries, and yet you in the major metropolis.
I don't know what
LA.
to tell you. Hold on. I'm trying
barely
to
functioning.
remedy things. I'm trying to remedy things, okay?
Well, while you're there, put on the list that your lower third is switched off again.
Yes, I know.
That's because there's two Victors. There's a defunct Victor and the Victor that we're talking to.
There's
Depreciated
Avatar.
Victor.
There's Image Victor with the headphones, and then there's me over here. All right, how's my lag?
you're not even. I don't even think you're popping into the live stream.
Hey,
right
the
now.
other Victor's gone. There we go.
It's just
All right.
me the whole time. Oh God, it's not even shifting the Churba.
There we go. All right,
Yeah,
Churba.
yeah.
I'm gonna
Oh, there
clap.
he goes. Whew.
Churba, I'm gonna clap, and then I want you to clap as soon as you see me clap. Okay?
Okay, well, hold on. Let me figure out how to get my hands around the fucking mic stand here.
All right, ready?
Hang on, can you clap again? Because I saw you clap, but literally didn't hear it.
Okay, ready? Okay, so the lag's not that bad.
Yes, reasonably
Okay, fine.
okay. We're still stuck on Scott Johnson, apparently.
No. It's going back and forth. I'm watching.
It's Scott
it now.
Johnson all the time.
Good.
Watch out.
Okay.
So I'll splice in the audio from that bit wherein I was missing.
And then we're going to get sued by Peter on behalf of Dave and Joel for stealing clapping.
Well, I guess humans are a kind of animal.
Yeah, but they're a shit one.
Look at them.
We
You've taken perfectly good monkeys and given them anxiety.
We don't even have good fur.
Oh, well, some of us are furrier than others. Yeah. Thank you.
Then again, I suppose I did light a joint off my pubic hair once. I'd like to see a monkey do that.
Huh.
No, I mean, like, literally, I would like to see a monkey do that. It would be hilarious.
Hmm.
Never mind. Anyways, so I was talking with Judith about this whole monkey copyright case, and she says this. It seems very clear this is going to be thrown out basically immediately. I'm like, oh, I know, but I don't know about you guys. But personally, I feel like this is one of those sort of things where I'd like to see actually get into court just to see what would happen. You know.
Well, it did go in the court, and it got shot down right away.
No, I mean like thoroughly argued. Like, well, why can't monkeys have copyright? They're animals. We're animals. You know, it's kind of a ridiculous argument, and it all boils down to, why do we think our laws should apply to anyone? But
well, anyone
you-
other than us.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
There's a pretty compelling argument.
if you
that would
really
apply
want to
to
get
us.
philosophical, why should laws apply to anyone? But exactly.
That gets you laughed out of the court.
Yeah, exactly. Well, exactly so. Exactly so.
Not always. Sometimes it gets you tased out of the court.
Don't tase me, bro.
Fucking watching free men on the land get tased in courtrooms is my happy place.
Oh, isn't he one of those sovereign citizen type people? Sherba?
What?
Isn't he one of those sovereign citizen type people?
Who?
Freeman of the
Oh yeah, freemen on the land and sovereign citizens are basically the same. I got really confused there. But yeah, they're basically the same breed of fucking crazy pseudo-legal gibberish people.
Taxes aren't in the Constitution, so we don't have to pay them. Yeah,
bad
those people.
news, gentlemen.
Bad news.
Also, I'm pretty sure that the Constitution literally explicitly says that the government is allowed to collect taxes.
But that's federal law, and I'm a state. It's all bullshit.
Also, I think Scott is on the case. But yeah, like as soon as you confront them with something like that, they just go, "Oh yeah, well I didn't agree to the social contract," or "Can you show me where I signed the social contract?"
Oh my God.
Here's where you
There's
here's
a
where
gold
you signed the
fringe on this
social
flag.
contract. Here's where you signed the social contract. You're living in the fucking country. Don't like it? Get out.
We have towed the sovereign citizens out of the environment.
Oh my God.
Ooh, new
The walls fell
new EEV blog.
I'm just flashing through all the libertarian horrific arguments that I encounter.
Oh, don't do it.
Don't do it, Gojo. That
Don't
way,
do it.
darkness. All right. Well, that topic thoroughly laughed at. Let's get on to the last topic. What is making you guys happy these days? But what's bringing a smile to your face, and not in a Schadenfreude sort of way, but in the I'm genuinely happy about the way of the world in this particular case. Yeah, no, Schadenfreude is its own special brand of. I wouldn't call Schadenfreude happy. I would say it's a pleasure, though not happiness.
Victor, that's the only way I get happiness in life. Is watching other people suffer.
Gojo, do you not feel the tickle of happiness in your heart when your daughter lets out an adorable little giggle?
Yes, I do. I feel like that would be the obvious choice to say that my daughter gives me happiness. Like that's the lame for the geek news topic podcast. Yes, my daughter makes me happy. Duh.
Duh.
I mean, beyond family, I guess that is not my Trump supporting family.
Hi, Andy.
Yeah. If you're ever watching this. Oh man, for me,
likes with him though.
what makes me happy? That's like normal. I mean, it's just day-to-day life. I mean, what are you? We're gonna let's talk about comics. I mean, The Beat.
Have you seen any good new movies recently?
I did, and I didn't get a chance to talk about it. I usually appear whenever there's a Marvel movie on Atomic Trivia War, and I totally couldn't see Spider-Man because of Kineticon.
Right.
In time, but I did see it on Wednesday at 5:30.
Was it good?
2 people in the audience with me. It was. I mean, I would say without consulting the other Spider-Man films, I think it was my favorite. It was probably the most fun Spider-Man film of the, what is it now? 5 or 6? Well, this is a 6th Spider-Man film.
Yeah, and I think this is a reboot as well. Another reboot.
Yes.
This is like the 3rd Spider-Man reboot in like 10 years.
Yeah, ironically, I have Amazing Spider-Man 2 on Blu-ray, and I have yet to watch it yet, and I've never actually seen it. I just picked it up for like $3 on Black Friday.
I haven't seen like any of the Spider-Man movies after like the first Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movie, but that's just because I have no special love for Spider-Man. So.
Spider-Man 2 is actually really good, and that's what I have to rewatch to kind of figure it out. There's just like so much good stuff in this new Spider-Man film. It's worth watching. There's like a ton of examples. I mean, they really play up the fact that Spider-Man in the suburbs like sucks.
Also, they threw in, as far as I know, they threw in some nods to the fact that Peter Parker is like a really shit driver.
Oh my God. Well, I mean, the biggest thing that they do in this film compared to other superhero films is like, this is like the first movie with Spider-Man, right? But they don't even care about his origin. They take his origin, like they use the Civil War movie like it's his origin. So it's all about like his reaction to being in this like awesome climactic battle of like big superheroes, even though he's not trained and he doesn't really know what he's doing and he's like a 15-year-old. And that is like done so well throughout this whole film. It's like it's something that you don't really see. Usually it's like, oh, I got these powers, training montage. Here's how I got my powers. And that caused a villain, you know. And in this case, it was like, I'm already Spider-Man. I already got the cool suit. I'm already really cool. And I should be an Avenger, but the Avengers don't want to call me. But I have to go to high school. And high school is really boring. And I have to, you know, like, and he has to be like ready to be an Avenger at any moment because he thinks that the Avengers are going to call him, and how that like warps you as like a high school student who should be focusing on like, you know, band, right, instead of like thinking that you're going to get a call at some point and like save the world or
wait, is he in band?
Well, he's not in band in the movie because he quit.
Oh, okay. Because Avenger.
Yeah. Yeah, because I mean, like, he has to be available when he's outside of school at all times, just in case they call him for the next mission.
Right.
And
but they never do.
No, and they don't. And like he's very confident and he wants to be good, and it gets him into all sorts of trouble, and he really sucks at doing things. And like things like driving, like you said, they do have a moment. And then like things of just being like, I'm at a party in the suburbs and I have to get somewhere with my Spider-Man powers. Oh, wait a minute. There's literally nothing to swing off of that's high enough. So now I'm going to have to walk across this field.
That's been a thing in the comics for ages as well, is that, like, Spider-Man is just a shit driver. Like, even adult Peter Parker is just a crappy driver.
When has he had to be in a car?
He's never had to practice?
I've seen a few different explanations for it. Like, one of them is that being in driving a car is so dangerous that his spidey sense just goes off constantly. And like it makes him unable to concentrate on driving,
which just makes the problem worse.
Exactly. So like he can't drive for that. I've also seen like, oh, he just never learned as a teenager because he was out, you know, web slinging.
Right.
But he has a Spider-Mobile.
By Electro.
Yeah, he does have the Spider-Mobile, and then Deadpool stole it at one point.
He designed that for a car company, apparently. Like, a car company was like, oh, yeah, like, you know, if you're so fancy, do this. And he was like, no, I won't take money from my superheroing. Well, fuck, I've got to make rent. Okay, I'll make your car.
I mean, of course, it probably drives itself because, you know, he's that smart. He probably made an automated driving system.
It drives up walls, for fuck's sake. If it can't drive itself, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Also, Electro did steal it at one point, and it was hilarious because he I'm pretty sure I remember a panel of Electro in a repainted Spider-Mobile, like hanging out with one fist in the air, going, "Don't mock the Shocker."
Shocker is in this movie too, but he's not.
I mean, they don't Electro. Fuck.
They don't do enough Shocker jokes. that's the one flaw of the film is not
Shocker
jokes. But yeah, I highly recommend that one. It was really good. I'm not sure where I'd place it on like the Marvel movie quotient yet. I probably have to watch it again because it's getting hard because I like all these movies for different reasons. Because it's like a different enough movie from like the others in terms of its like tone and how it approaches things. It's really hard to compare them to like Ant-Man, right?
Right.
Like, which was another funny movie.
Which
was more of a heist.
I still haven't seen.
And that's another good one.
I have one of the Thor movies, Ant-Man, Spider-Man, the first Hulk movie in the new MCU.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that yet.
You know what's weird about Ant-Man is I've been trying to like pick that up for like cheap, and it is never on sale. All the other movies and stuff will go down to like $5 and like Black Friday or whatever. Ant-Man, never on sale.
Weird.
Yeah.
Very weird.
Right. I guess I have to talk about things for a bit now.
Yeah, while you're doing that, I'm gonna take a squiz at the Victor Plays leaderboard here.
Are you really? Are you sure? Are you sure you're going to do that, Victor?
Yeah, I'm really sure.
ASMR voices, everyone. Come on now.
Yeah?
Just rub your head like that. Yeah, isn't that nice?
What are you doing?
I don't know. How do you even do ASMR? I've not a fucking clue. But I hope this is what.
I don't really even know what ASMR is. There are some people who are going to listen to this and they just got a tingly sensation and we have no idea why.
We know what makes Victor happy now.
Also, yeah, sorry to all those people who like just started ASMR outing and then like we just suddenly burst out laughing and ruined everything for you.
Yep.
We apologize for your ASMR blue balls.
That is a weird sentence.
But anyway,
all right, Trevor, what makes you happy?
lately, pretty much I've been watching a lot more of my friends doing streaming things, and it is always a fun time. Like, I know that I've mentioned on the show many a time before that I'll often watch Fast Karate streams on my other monitor while they're doing things, usually Final Fantasy stuff or Tales of Vesperia or things like that. Turns out that game last time was not Final Fantasy, it was Tales of Vesperia. But like stuff that I have basically no interest in, and I'm pretty much only there to hang out with people. So, you know, and also Owen, who does fucking cracking great streams and, you know, donates everything you donate to him to charity. So, you know, go and watch Owen.
That's good.
Owen is a boss. He does Stellaris streams and other streams. It's good times.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like pretty much anyone in that general friends from the internet group who start streaming, I will just immediately go on Twitch and throw it on my other monitor while I'm working. Because it's always a good time.
Churba frequently pops in to when I stream, and it's always more fun when he's there.
Well, probably because I just start abusing whatever you're playing.
No, yeah,
and or you.
The blue text.
The blue text. I found out from someone else while I was chatting about that elsewhere that the blue text is actually not that uncommon in similar kind of visual novels where they're discussing something like that, or, you know, topics that aren't common knowledge. Like, I knew that World End Economica did it because it's about stocks and shit. So it is full
right,
blue
and it
text.
makes sense if that game does it, but it's
but then like
they went into some weird blue text with the game I played this week.
Oh yeah,
it was weird.
Yeah, but hey, you know, that's part of the fun of visual novels is learning new things, like, you know, how to run a cafe and fuck your cat from Neko Para.
I found out what the Neko Mimi option in the options menu does. It puts cat ears on the characters.
Yeah, duh.
Well, I didn't know. I didn't click it. Anyways, I'm
still afraid to turn the Neko Para boob slider all the way up to the top.
Oh,
I'm afraid of what this might do.
They'll start having to tap into CUDA cores or something.
It's like, I don't know. There was this fucking comedy doujinshi that came out fucking ages ago. I can't remember whose style it's knocking off, but it's like just a dodgy comedy sex fucking comic. And the central premise is that this girl catches some disease and the disease just makes her norks flop up and down constantly. Like she's just like standing in line at the supermarket and just just fucking waving around. It's amazing. And then like
I'm gonna make the preview. I'm gonna make the
preview
for this episode, and it's just gonna be that sound you made.
She cures it by sleeping with this dude. But then, like, you get to the end panels of the comic, and it's the dude's junk, and the dude's junk's just like.
Goodness gracious. So let's see. What's been making? You know what really makes me happy? I picked up a couple of figurines while I was at Anime Expo. First one is this little Vegeta. He's got his own thing. I got this for free.
Wait, where is the plastic stand attached?
Just under the. If we can. Here we go.
Does he fly or does he pogo along with his giant invisible cock? He's got a couple of U-bends in it there, mate. I think you should see a doctor. Or maybe just saying cocks are fucking corkscrewed like a pig's.
Well, at any rate, I got it.
Horrible.
I got this for free. I got this for free. I went up to an autograph booth, and it's an autograph box, and I don't know who it was that autographed it. It was a very happy Japanese man sitting at the table, and he says, in very broken English, pick a figurine box. Pick one. Pick the one you like. I got the last Vegeta. He says, "Oh yeah, that's a very good choice." And I'm like, "Oh, thank you, and thank you for the figurine." And just left, and don't have to pay any money for it. I don't know who he was. I don't know what was the big deal about it, but they were giving away free figurines, and surprisingly enough, there was no line for it, and I don't know why.
Wow. I mean, normally free shit means there'll be lines fucking out the building.
Right, exactly. And that's what I figured. But evidently, nothing. So I don't get it. The other thing I picked up was I picked up from the Blizzard booth.
Oh, I can answer why he was like good choice for that. Because that was Ryo Horowaka, who's the guy who voices Vegeta in the Japanese version of Dragon Ball Z.
Was that who it was there?
Yes. Because Funimation had a panel that had the English voice actors, which is Sean Schemmel, which is the Goku and King Kai dude, Christopher Sabat, which is Vegeta, Piccolo, and the other dude, Shenron.
Then I should take a picture of this autograph before it completely rubs off of the box.
And then there's Jason Douglas, who plays a character I've never heard of, and then they also had Ryo Horowaka on there. So he would have been there for the panel and the Q&A session, and then once that was done, or before or after that was done, they would have probably just stuck him down in the booth and had him signing things to, I don't know, keep him out of trouble.
Keep him out of trouble. I know a lot of, there have been a lot of problems with VIPs getting themselves in trouble. Basically, getting in trouble basically amounting to getting away from their handlers.
Which is the best place to be if you are a VIP, is away from your handlers.
Frustrating them to death. The other thing I picked up from the Blizzard booth was $10. Picked up a little Symmetra and a little turret.
I was thinking of getting that at Kineticon when I saw it.
Yeah.
I was like, ooh,
yeah, she's doing the little... Yeah, she's got the little hand thing going on, making the little crystal of light in there. I'm like, oh man. Yeah. $10.
I'm gonna get revenge on Ro right now for saying that rum is stupid. Funko
Why
Pops
would she say that rum is stupid? What?
Funko Pops are garbage. It's simplistic, crappy molding, and it takes away like half the fucking features of a character just to fit a generic blobby head on top with a coat of paint. And usually the coat of paint's not that good.
No, the paint is not fantastic, but
so
it
that
is
all I have to say about the Funko.
The quality on this is actually, the quality of this is actually pretty good, I think. There's like a couple of little spots on here where the paint didn't quite stick on the blue areas as well as it probably could have. But it's actually pretty detailed, and I do like that they got the nice, like, that the visor isn't just painted on, that they actually have like a nice little three-dimensional visor on here. So, and the earrings are actually translucent. So, it's kind of cool.
I don't have any strong feelings for Funko Pops, but that one looked pretty cool.
And it was only $10, which, like,
it's way too much.
No. Well, it's way cheaper than every other Funko Pop in the dealer's hall. Let me tell you that.
I must admit that little turret is pretty okay.
Yeah, and it had a turret. That if it should have had 6 turrets, and then it would have been like way.
It would have been great, because then you know what, you can stick. I could have stuck them all around my desk, and then if anybody comes to try to take my computer, trap them there.
I mean, it is not that much harder or more expensive to include another 5 injection molded turrets over 1 injection molded turret.
Right.
So
you know, it'd be really cool though, if I had another one of these, I might dare to cut it open, hollow it out, and then try to put like a blue laser diode in there.
Ooh.
That would be pretty cool. But I don't have another one of these.
That would also probably not go well, because how big is that? About the end of your thumb size, right?
Hold on.
I don't need an exact measurement.
Trusty caliper.
Just give me a rough
let's see here.
estimation, because I'm pretty sure that you're not going to fit a laser diode plus cooling
It's
in
about
there.
20 mil. It's about 20. Well, no, not battery. No, you'd run
No,
a
not
cable.
battery. I
run
said
like
cooling. The diode itself
Oh, no.
needs to be cooled.
Oh no, it wouldn't be that
Yeah,
bad.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
roughly 20 millimeters in diameter.
Yeah, you're going to struggle to fit a fucking laser and the cooling in there.
But
If you don't
yeah.
cool the diode, they last for like 5 minutes and then just destroy themselves.
Well, not like like a Blu-ray player diode. Like that's what I'm talking about. Like
Yeah, they still have like a little cooling package attached to the diode.
I'm sure there's a tiny enough one. Anyways, or at least like a blue LED or something.
A blue LED, that'd be fine. That'd do a gig. Yeah.
Anywho, oh, one more thing that's been making me happy, completely unrelated to any of those here. Dun dun dun. So happy.
Oh yes,
for those who don't-
you redid the enclosure for your little Arduino board thing.
Yeah, my editing control surface, and you know what? It's pretty nice. Fucking glows.
That you also use for Elite Dangerous, if I
Cool.
remember correctly.
I do also use it for Elite Dangerous. That's the best part about it. Hang on.
What do you use
And
the dials
ta-da! I use the dial. I use the dials. Let's see. This one I use for do I use this one? Do I use I can't remember if I use this one for Elite Dangerous. I know I use this one for throttle control. This one, you know what it is? I have it set up, and then just going through to just muscle memory. This
Kaylee is bringing all the chips to you.
all the chips. It's so nice.
Hey.
Hi.
I'm giving her Pocky. I'm trying to get her away
Hi.
from me.
How you
Bribing
doing?
her away.
Yeah. Take all these Pocky.
So I've got this is for fuck, what is this for? Oh yeah, this alternates my joystick's tilt from being roll to yaw.
Oh,
Jump to Super Cruise.
do you
jump
not
to
have
hyperspace.
Twist, do you not have twist rotor?
No,
on
it doesn't
your-
twist. It's an old Microsoft Sidewinder. It doesn't do twist.
Oh, okay.
Landing gear, cargo scoop, all stop.
Yeah, the big red one.
The big red ones all stop, and then this one's speed control.
Yeah.
So throttle.
Yeah, I have an actual stick and throttle, so
Yeah. I mean, I have a throttle on my joystick, but
it's
it's like it goes from here to here, 0 to 100. So I've got this map just for forward, and then this I'll use the dial if I need to, back up my ship or something.
Oh, the way I do it is I have my throttle like that is just forward,
Yeah, you've got like a proper like airplane sort of throttle.
but then
going
I
there.
also have like a thumb nub where if I just tap the thumb nub, it goes into reverse. So
All right.
pretty good.
Alrighty then. Well, that's it for today's. That's it for this week's show. Catch us next week on
is it?
Acceptable
All-day stream?
Vices. Catch us next week on Acceptable Vices when we're going to play a game that is as of yet to be determined.
PUBG.
And then on Tuesday, catch us. Catch me live when I'm.
No more.
Catch me live when I'm most likely going to be playing Nekopara Volume 1.
I'm gonna have to
based on
catch
the-
that one.
based on the-
I'm gonna vote a few more times.
Yeah, you go ahead and do that. And then I got an episode of Steven Universe that's going to be coming. Oh, the video of the Steven Universe panel I did at Anime Expo is live, and it's pretty good. Had to upload it and edit it a few times just to wrangle with YouTube's Content ID, but it's up there and it works. Go check it out. Anyways, thank you to Skojo and Churba, and you will hear from us next week on Acceptable Vices. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Right?